How you going, chosen ones? My name is Lightworker, and I thought I'd let you guys know a bit about me. So, as you guys obviously already know, based on my prior videos, I was gang stalked for 10 years, and I through that period, I developed a lot of psychic and spiritual gifts. I was already talented in certain areas. I was always talented, but I developed some pretty full-on spiritual and psychic gifts. And the reason why is because I'm a disruptor. If you know what disruptors are, if you don't, look into it. And I I know that the way forward as chosen ones, we need to spiritually ascend, raise our frequency to stop the gang stalking from happening to us. And we also need to align. We firstly need to awaken, then we need to align, then we need to ascend. Okay? And the way that's done is through many methods of your choosing, as long as they're spiritual and all as long as they're of the highest purpose and your highest purpose and the highest purpose of your existence in this realm, and harm to none. And as long as it accommodates and helps raise the collective consciousness of everyone. So I'm a disruptor that's meant to bring light on the putrosity of our society's government and the secret society cults, the church, all of the above. And look, I just want to reiterate, they don't drink adrenochrome because it gives them longer life. They do satanic rituals to demonic entities, and those demonic entities give them longer life. And part of the rituals is to drink adrenochrome, harvested by sexually abusing and sacrificing children or innocent souls. And then they go forth and use intelligence agencies to create websites that record that shit, and then they put it on the internet for sickos to download, and also then they frame targeted individuals and gangstalk targeted individuals in an attempt to frame them or attempt to make them mentally unstable because they're psychically capable of great things. And the whole point of our society, our government as a whole, is for control. Govern means to control, and ment means mind. Okay? So control mind. It's mind control. And in all honesty, I'm not standing for none of this shit. And I imagine neither will anyone that's a chosen one. And I imagine that a lot of chosen ones feel quite lost as to what to do, especially if they're one out. I've always been a one out warrior, and I'm not saying rise up and formulate a giant violent situation with government figures and shit like that. There's nothing like that. It's about spiritual ascension, okay? Because if we're all ascending spiritually and we're at a high frequency, those low frequency entities will die off because they can't create energy, which means they're dying without the energy they're harvesting from us. Okay? And if we're on a high frequency, they can't attach to us. So they die. And they're soulless, so they actually die. We're not soulless, so we don't die, we transcend. And that's a beautiful thing. We are, in the spiritual realm, immortal. Yeah? And everything's interconnected. Okay? You can't have you can't have light without the darkness. But there's levels to this shit. And it's way out of balance. And I'm all about balance. Okay? I'm all about balance. There will always be bad things in this world. But at this point, it's fucking ridiculous. We've got the Epstein files proving that fucking sickos run our government and do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. No one's been charged. No one's been charged. Out of how many sick motherfuckers be doing horrible things to innocent souls? You know? And the worst thing is about that shit is when you harm someone and cause trauma for someone, it fragments their soul. It fragments their psyche. Their subconscious gets affected. And consciously, they're generally lost because they can't figure out why they are so disconnected from their soul. Because their soul's split into pieces. And that's fucked up. And then they go, and then these sick low-frequency fuckwits go and try and frame and set up fucking, beautiful beings of light that are fucking just trying to do their best. And show love to everyone, kill them with kindness kind of mentality. And the worst thing about it all, to be honest with you, is no fuckers do anything about this. So I'm doing something about it. Okay? And I'm a disruptor, so I've been given authority. And I don't need to wait for fuck all, because as a disruptor, you act. You act. So I'm doing what I've been brought here to do. I know what I'm meant to do. I've seen what happens in the future. I've reached the Akashic records in deep meditation. I know what's going to happen. I ain't scared. I'm happy. Because we've already won in the spiritual realm. It's just waiting to happen in the physical realm. More and more, every day, more gets brought to the light. And everything that's brought to the light can no longer stay in the darkness. So I want to encourage all of the chosen ones to do the steps that I've stated in the last in a previous video about doing cutting out everything that doesn't serve your highest purpose, and then moving forth with dealing with the traumas of being gang stalked, dealing with how to control your mind. They're done personally. I did those things through meditation and shadow work, lots of it, and I do it regularly every day. Yeah, and but cut out everything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. Everything. Because it's not so much what we're doing that's the problem. It's what we're not doing. We're sitting in shitty situations. We're dealing with fucking stupid people. We're letting fucking putrid cunts roll around and get away with horrible crimes in our country. And I'm not standing for that shit. I'm not standing for it. This shit should not be able to exist. Because it's not human. The people that are doing this are not human. They're fucking demons. Soulless entities that roam the earth causing havoc, destruction, pain, and fear. And I'll be rid of these motherfuckers. Yeah? I'll be rid of these motherfuckers. I'm a disruptor. I know what I'm here to do. So I'm doing it. Yeah? And if you ever feel like you're discouraged from standing in your truth surrounding what you've been through as a chosen one, as what you've been through as a targeted individual that's been gang stalked, whoever's trying to dim your light surrounding your truth, fuck them off. Okay? Fuck them right off. You know what? If just because they doubt you, doesn't mean shit. Just because you're paranoid, they say that, doesn't mean shit. You know what paranoia does? What? Nothing. If it's real, it's real. And I know it's real. You know what doubt does? Fucking nothing. Oh, doubt ya. Well, good for you, buddy. Get on your bike. Scroll on, motherfucker. This ain't for you. Straight up. But the thing that I want to get across so badly is the fact that as chosen ones, as targeted individuals, and as like people that have been put through the fire. We were put through the fire by evil entities trying to get us to switch sides. And that didn't work. And God allowed this to happen because you put coal with diamond in the middle of a fire and all the coal get burnt off it. And all that's left is the diamond. Okay, so in order for us to be at our full potential and then to follow our spiritual highest purpose, we must be ready for that, strengthened, hardened, sharpened. We are all weapons of truth and justice forged in the fires of hell by the hands of God. So be very proud, okay? And be very honored. I know a lot of people sitting there going, how can I be honored to be a gangster, man? It's fucked up. Be very honored. God's putting you through this for a very big purpose. We're actually, going to come together and eradicate not all evil, because evil will always exist. The polarities will always exist. It's a universal law. But we will balance this shit out proper. And we will break the illusions, break the chains, and we will no longer have to live in this 3D simulation matrix system. It's bullshit illusions. We'll be living in the 5D, which is the ethereal realm, which means we can create through magic. Okay? But magic in a sense of not like, some shitty spell work and shit, some manipulation, some dark magic shit because you can't create your own proper magic. Nah, I'm talking about the fact that we can reach our highest potential. Okay, we're born with certain gifts and they get strengthened as we grow older, and as we go through hardships, we become sharpened, and those gifts become sharpened, and we get better at utilizing those gifts. Most people that are chosen ones don't even know they have these gifts. I didn't, but they exist and they are real. Okay, God is real. We are all a percentage of God. Okay, and I'm not talking a church God. I'm talking about the universe. I'm talking about God's source. I'm talking about the highest level of consciousness. Our higher selves. All collectively in the cosmos as an energy source. That these low frequency fuckwits are feeding off because they can't make their own energy. Because they're not meant to fucking be here. Because they're not human, they're demons. Demons do not belong in this realm. So I say it straight up, fuck a demon off. Straight up, I'll fuck a demon up. I'm a demon slayer. Straight up. You know how many demons I've come across and had to fuck up through activating karma and calling judgment on them? I mean, I'm not a violent man. I'm benevolent. I truly believe in being benevolent. I will never raise a hand to anyone, no matter how much they wrong me, because it's pointless. It does nothing. But you watch karma unfold when someone does me wrong. I feel, I just got tingles down my spine. I feel scared for them. I feel worried for them when they fuck me over and then find out. You know what I mean? Because karma fucking unleashes on motherfuckers bad, real bad. Like, oh man, you know what I mean? Everyone that's come forth to fuck me over as a low frequency entity has not only not succeeded, but they have actually made me stronger. And then karma, once I call judgment, is unleashed on them. And fuck, karma is not merciful. Not merciful. No. My spirit team, they fuck people up. They fuck demons up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay? So, for all of the chosen ones that, really, don't know what's going on is we're in the we're in a new age. We're in the age of Aquarius, and it's the golden age. Okay, so this is the age where we rid the earth, and this isn't like no Inquisition shit, but this is spiritual warfare. Okay, the army of angels is here, baby, and they might be in a different realm, but they are here, baby. And I everywhere I walk with an army of angels, and so do you if you're a chosen one. You may not know that, but it's true. And what I noticed, okay, especially later on through the gang stalking, is nothing that these people attempted, I shouldn't say people, these demons attempted were ever successful. It scared the shit out of me. I've seen shit that no human should ever see. I went through things no human should ever go through. I was in situations that no one should have survived from. But I'm still fucking here. And I'll tell you something straight up. All of it just made me stronger. All of it made their karma worse. It's like the universe as an energy source, or God, or collective consciousness, or whatever you subscribe to, yeah? It all works like this. Chosen ones, or star seeds, or earth angels, or light workers, or entities of light in human form, whatever you subscribe to, once again, okay, they're put around other people, or demons, or humans, or whatever, other entities, to see how they treat them, okay? Because chosen ones have a thing called chosen eyes, okay? I like to call it chosen eyes. And that means that the universe can see through their eyes. Okay, things kept in the dark, the universe can't see through. But chosen ones and, starseeds, light workers, earth angels, we're all beings of light. So we emanate light, and what we see happen is what God can see. God sees everything, yes, but what happens to us is extremely, okay, affecting the universal energies of the cosmos. People don't realize how strong they are if they're a targeted individual, how strong they are if they're a chosen one, a starseed, a light worker, an earth angel. Yeah, my heart goes out to all of us. We've been through so much. But my heart also goes out to the innocent beings that have been affected by these sick, low-frequency fuckheads. Yeah? And, I fully intend to assist the collective to ascend, to raise their frequency. That is my intention. Because through that, we will. I don't even want to. You see, okay. So I can reach the Akashic records in deep meditation, yeah, and I have seen the Galactic Federation win against the reptilians. I have seen the universe unfold karma out on all those that have been attempting to frame or bring down or gang stalk chosen ones. We naturally, as chosen ones, unleash karma on motherfuckers beyond worldly means and beyond fair capacity too, because in all realisticness, I've been through a lot, but the shit I recently seen some motherfuckers go through that were trying to fuck me up, I wouldn't wish it on my darkest, my evilest fucking entity enemy, Yeah, I can't fathom some of the shit they're going through. My heart and my compassion goes out to them from a distance. But I don't play games with the universe. I align to it because I'm awakened. And I ascend closer to the source every day through meditation. And if anything comes up for me, if I get triggered from anything, if I'm working through anything, if I go through problems, I shadow work that shit out. And I do, just normal things that people never seem to utilize that really assist me in my daily endeavors, I stay dedicated to the cause. I stay dedicated to my passions and my creativity. I stay dedicated to my love for humanity and the wish and hope and intention to make it better. I am a disruptor. So by the highs of high, I've been given authority to make big changes in the world. And that's what I'm fucking doing. Okay? And I don't need anyone's approval. I don't need, to prove my point. I don't need documented evidence. I had documented evidence, but the feds buried that shit. Yeah. And if you don't believe me, well, that's cool, man. You're probably just not part of the collective. Roll the fuck on, scroll the fuck on, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But if this resonates with you, then, start to look into meditation, start to look into mindfulness, start to look into shadow work. Start to look into your chakras and how spiritual ascension and balancing out your chakras is done. Start to look at how you can look inside yourself to rid yourself of all the things you're traumatized about and hold yourself back over and attach yourself to and rid yourself of all of it. You know, like, it's so freeing not having to fucking people please and play petty, stupid games with my psyche and entertain terrible people, all in the belief that I'll be alone, that I'll not be enough, that I'll, no, you are enough. You're never alone. Okay? And yeah, I'm sorry. I get it. If you're a targeted individual, you're probably sitting there going, why is he so rosy? Why is he so happy? He was targeted for fucking, over 10 years. This is the age of Aquarius, baby. We're about to run this Matrix glitch grid and shut it the fuck down. I've seen it. It's already come to pass in the spiritual realm. It's just, this is the physical realm, and I'm leading the charge. Yeah? And I intend to hold all of the low frequency entities that call themselves elites accountable. Yeah? And I intend to shut down Big Pharma. I intend to shut down the fake medical system. I intend to shut down the fake news media system. I intend to shut down the false governments. I intend to fuck up the credibility of the crown, because none of them are human. They're all fucking reptilian, satanic, secretive sick fucks. And I don't have any desire to sit back and allow low frequency fuckheads carry on in such deplorable conduct behind closed doors. Yeah? It's despicable. Like, something's got to change. So I'm making big changes because I've been given the authority. Okay? And mark my words, in time, this will all come to be in the light. I've seen it. I know how it's going to work out. I just think it's kind of funny that these elite motherfuckers sitting high and thinking they're all good and everything's kept hush hush, and it's just I'm just like, yeah, wait till the red carpet comes flying out from you motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Left there stranded in front of millions and millions of people looking like a Pedwell putrid. Oh fuck. I can't wait for the public shaming and probably the fucking, spiritual execution from God and, all the rest of it, But it's just, it's mind-boggling, I used to think I was lost, alone, insane, abandoned, scared, and all of that I turned into power, Now, if you want more information on all the stuff that I am going to change, all of the injustices that I plan to bring to the light and hold the elites accountable for, right? I made music about all this stuff, yeah. I just released, an album, 22 tracks. 22 is the master number for completion from the spiritual realm to the physical realm and manifestation. So I made 22 tracks. And that's master builder number, yeah. And I just finished that. So there's 22 tracks for you guys to listen to. It explains it all. And And what comes of it is what comes of it. I don't plan on I'm not doing any of this to make fucking money. I'm doing this to shine light on the darkness. And I mean, music's my passion. It's always been my passion. So is spirituality, spirituality hasn't always been my passion, but today it's my passion, It's probably my biggest passion today. It's spiritual ascension, humanity's spiritual ascension, the awakening of the collective consciousness into the higher realms. That's my true ambition. And I just think, how blind are these fuckwits, How blind are they? And have no fear, chosen ones, because soon, once you've followed my method of how to get the get the gang stalking to stop, you will have some freedom. Not the full extent of freedom, because we live in a matrix system of illusion, but I plan to tear that shit down too. Obviously with your help. And the way you can help me do this is through your own spiritual ascension. Because if we're all spiritually awakened, aligned, and ascending, then it's how, that's a spiritual revolution right there. So that's my, spiel today. That's my purpose. That's why I've made this page, this YouTube channel. And I really hope that my videos assist in developing a way to stop the gang stalking as a targeted individual, or targeted individuals being gang stalked, to have that stopped, to shed light on the putrid elites and what they really get up to, and to bring forth a help guide of awakening, aligning, and ascending. Now, I'm no spiritual guru. I do love spirituality. I have studied it for a while now, but I'm no guru, okay? Anybody that delves into something for long enough obsessively gets really good at the knowledge surrounding it, and probably gets pretty good at the practices involving it. But I don't know everything, and I don't claim to know everything. But what I know is what I know. If you know, you know. And if you know, then you know. So, I stand in my truth. And I try to be authentic. It's something I'm still working on. I'm still working on how to build boundaries properly, I'm not perfect. But I know this is one of my highest purpose. One of them. Is it purposes? I don't know. I'm no fucking linguistics expert. But I really hope that if you are a targeted individual or chosen one, starseed, earth angel, light worker that's been targeted and gang stalked, that you truly make an effort to follow the method I put out in terms of making the changes to your life that stop the gang stalking, because it's all based on frequency. Everything is energy, and every energy has a frequency. And if you're if you're on a low frequency, you'll attract low frequency entities. If you're on a high frequency, you'll attract high frequency entities. It's just how it works. Yeah. So I hope this helps. All right. Anyway, you just have a lovely day, and maybe do some shadow work, some meditation. Yeah, I love meditation. It's hard because I want to get up and move around. I've got ADHD and I'm rigidity, jittery and shit. But You know, I attempt it. Hard out. I stay persistent with it. And it gets me places. I reach high planes. I astro travel. I get assistance from multi-dimensional entities and all types of stuff during meditation. And I get downloads from the universe. Sometimes I get downloads from the universe just when I'm walking around. But meditation's where it's at. Mindfulness meditation, manifestation meditation, and shadow work is how you free yourself up to receive all that knowledge and all those gifts. So yeah, you just have a lovely day. All right? Peace.